So this is my little red trailer. He is a easy haul trailer. I bought him back in 1973, I think. It was green, as you can see. There's a green paint there. I've already taken the doors off because I'm gonna repaint this thing and sort of make it look like it did when I first got it. So I think it's made by the Parkhurst Company. As you can see, it says Easy Haul on it. I've had this thing for a long time. It's been very useful. It's very strong. And there you can see the Easy Haul logo, which is the little elephant with moving on. I'm having my daughter do me a no sticker using her Cricut. So as you can see, it's in pretty bad shape, but I've already got the doors off. I've been doing some painting on them. I replaced the wood, which was rotted at the bottom, and I'll show you that a little bit. You can see it still has the stickers in the front there, as that you're gonna, and as you can see, you're gonna have to pay $3 if you don't clean the trailer. And that says load of 60% must be above the axle. Not sure exactly what the weight limit is on this thing, but I know I've had a lot of stuff in here. 750 Honda, brought it home from New Mexico. I've had about 2,800 pounds of gravel. Hello YouTube, welcome back to G-Pop's Adventures. As you can see, I'm working on my utility trailer. This is a Parkhurst, manufactured by the Parkhurst Company, I should say. But it's really one of those green trailers. If you're old as I am, you will remember the green and white trailers, green and shiny top trailers, Easy Haul. I've still got the data plate. I forget where it goes. I think it goes on the side. The data plate that says it's an Easy Haul trailer, and it was made by the Parkhurst Company, and it even gives the date that it was made and the number. And so I started working on this. I've done the doors already. I put new wood behind the doors. I guess I could show you that, couldn't I? So I've already put wood behind the doors, and I still need to paint the part that I had to drill out some of the wood so that the nut would fit on there and tighten it down good. But those doors fit good. I did have them on here. I was taking the top off and accidentally raised it too high, and one of the doors fell off and bit one of the pins, but I'll be able to straighten that back out. So here's what it looks like inside. And I know I've done this in the past, taken this roof off by myself. I would lift it up on my back and I would just walk right off of the trailer with it. But I guess I'm aged, and so now I'm going to try to use this. I have no idea if this thing is going to be tall enough. I'm hoping it is, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I think I can just raise this up and not have to jack it up. So this arm extends. Let's extend the arm as far as it will go out. Now, out in this position right here, I think I got a half a ton, so that would be 2,000 pounds, I'm assuming. And yeah, that's the end right there. I'm wishing I had a longer piece of tubing, but it is what it is. So let's jack it up some more. Guess I need to go up some more, huh? What it looks like is I'm only going to be able to pick up this end of it, but this is a heavier end because this is solid steel, and on the other side it is just a metal frame around some aluminum. So I'll be right back. I got to get my strap. Got my strap. top off and got him. I got him parked right over there. I think he'll be safe there. I've had it off before. The wind really doesn't pick it up. It's pretty heavy. Probably 125, 150 pounds. I've been able to take that off all by myself just by getting under it. But for some reason today, I just don't have the strength. I guess maybe I'm a little older than I was when I did it before. So what I'm doing to this thing, like I said, I had already did the wood on the back side of the doors. It was really rotten. And so you can see here that this bolt here squeezes that piece of plywood between this and this. And it does that 3 times down. So it's hardly any work at all to get this thing apart. There are 2 bolts. There are 2 bolts, one here, that hold this green thing on. And once you take those 2 bolts out, you can lift this thing up. But you'd need to loosen this up first so that you could get it. It's probably free. Yeah, it's moving back and forth. It really doesn't hold it that hard. It just keeps it upright. And then the top prevents that from moving back. And the top goes down this board. There's a channel in the top that this fits into. Same on this side. And then you have the front of the trailer, which I've already taken off. It's right here. And the whole thing is covered with a very, very thin piece of aluminum. As you can see, that aluminum has been painted a couple of different times. And I always thought this aluminum was glued on to this panel, but I guess it's not. It's just free floating, or it came loose from it. But you can see the corrosion down here, the corrosion on the floor, and the corrosion. There's not really a lot of corrosion on this side. So if the other 2 had been like this, I wouldn't even have bothered with this. But it's a very useful trailer. I bought this thing probably in 1973. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I needed a trailer because me and my wife were going to move from Albuquerque, which I was in the Air Force. I was stationed at Kirtland Air Base, and we were going to move from Kirtland to Charleston, South Carolina. And we stayed in Charleston 9 years. Long time, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna have to grind these bolts and nuts off because they're so rusted. And these are actually lag bolts, but it spins around, so I could probably get vice grips on there, but I need to have somebody come out and hold it for me. So I'm just going to get out my angle grinder. I'm going to make quick work of those. I'm going to get out my angle grinder, and I'm going to make quick work of those 4 bolts that hold that side panel on. Now, these studs right here, these are studs that's actually welded into this green piece of metal, so they don't move. This one, of course, is broke off, so I got to figure out how to put one back there. Anyway, I'm going to turn you off now, and I'll come back and show you when I have it all apart. Okay, so I got the wheels off and it's sitting on some wooden pieces just to keep my tarp from getting a hole in it. But I didn't notice there was a crack over there already. I guess it's a fairly old tarp, so those things happen. Figures that wouldn't go under now. But I got it up there. Let's see if we can jack it up. Trying to keep that corner off the tarp so it don't rip it, snag it, whatever. I guess that's about as high as I'm going to be able to get it and still not get in the way of my engine hoist. I really don't want to take the sand. I don't want to take the paint off with the sandblaster. So let me go get my sandblaster and we'll be ready. Okay, YouTube, I'm tired. I've blasted this thing with my sandblaster, but it really didn't do that good a job because I didn't have but about a half a container of the media that's supposed to blast this off, so I kept running out. I had to stop and sweep it up. So I think I'm just going to paint it the way it is. Well, I washed it off first, but I'm going to paint it the way it is. It's a lot better than it was. Most of the scale, rusty scale, is gone, but I would really like to see at least a little bit of bare metal, which you can see just a little bit right there. Well, you might not be able to see it because it's pretty dark still. I did this once before, I think while I was in Charleston, and I painted it with, it kind of looked like this, and so I just went ahead and painted it, and it's lasted for, well, this is 2024, and I got it in 1972. So that's a few years, isn't it? About 51 maybe? Anyway, I've had it for a long, long time. So I plan on just dusting this off, probably maybe even pressure wash it. If I can get my pressure washer to work, I'll do that. If I can't, I guess I'll just hose it off. And take a flap disc to some of the things that I can get, like this right here. I can take a flap disc to that. Okay, so you might be wondering what all of this is. Well, I plan on enclosing this carport and making it into a garage. So I have 6 20-foot long, it's 2.5 by 2.5 square tubing. And then under this is the siding that will cover it all in. So because I'm going to put a door in the back, I'll need, this is 24 feet from upright to upright. And so I want to have a door, I want a 36-inch door. So that's about a little over 3 feet taken out of the width. So now it's like 21 feet. So each one of these has to be 10 feet 1 foot, or 10.5 feet, I should say. So 10.5 feet will give me 21 feet, and then 36 for the door is 24 feet. So I can't do that yet because I'm working on my trailer, and the wife says finish a project before you start another. That's what I'm doing.